Alright, thank you for joining me in this tutorial. This is a tutorial to do with the audio recording, and we are trying to make a jingle here at Nkumba University in the studio. We shall be using a program called Adobe Audition 3.0, and we shall be also using a program to play our final jingle, which will be called Jingle Palette. In case you don't have it, you can play your jingle on a normal player. So we shall start with launching our audition. We shall click start button and go to all programs, and you locate Adobe. If it's not there, then you can type in there in the search and type Adobe, so it pops up Adobe Audition. Click it. Alternatively, it is even located on your desktop. It has popped up. There it is. So Adobe Audition has two layers, two main layers. We have the editing mode, and then we have the multi-track mode. And then we shall be recording in edit mode. Our voice will be recorded there, and then we simply need to create a new file for this. So we click file and then we click new to create a new file. Ensure that your sample rate is in 44:100 as your rate. So you click that 44:100 and leave the others as they are, don't change them, and click OK. So this will create for you a file where you're going to record your files or your voice. This is our main navigation. So this is a playback, and this is a stop. This is to for a loop, and this is playback right from the beginning. This will take us back as a rewind, and then we have the forward, then we have up to the end. Okay, this button normally it's for recording. So we shall create a small jingle. On this jingle, it will be just to excite whoever is listening in and to know that they are listening to our radio station. So we shall you simply click this button. Hello, you're listening to Nkumba FM 87.7. Don't you touch your dial. Click save. Okay. Once you click record and start recording, these are the waves that you have created. So to play back, you simply have to click at any point and play. Hello, you're listening to Nkumba FM 87.7. Don't you touch your dial. Okay, you can still add some other stuff. Maybe the voice that you can change to have a kiddish voice, or a female voice or a male voice. Okay, I'm going to add some other stuff. I'm simply clicking. I'm continuing from where I stopped. For music, entertainment, and the rest, don't you touch your dial. Keep listening to Nkumba FM. Okay, let's hear what I had to say. Keep listening to Nkumba FM. Okay. Play. Don't you touch your dial. Keep listening to Nkumba FM. So whenever you hear something that you didn't like, you can still edit it. You can highlight. Click, hold down the left mouse button, and you highlight whatever part you didn't like. Okay, like that. Simply play. It will only play the selected part from that point up to that point. Don't you touch your dial. Okay, that word is not clear. Starting from that point. Your dial. Your dial. Your dial. Okay, that part is not clear. However, you can use the space bar button on your keyboard, the long bar at the bottom of your keyboard, it will activate this button for play and for stopping. Once you touch it, it will play.
Don't you die.
And once you touch it again, it will stop. Okay.
For music, entertainment, and the rest.
Okay, so we shall have that part. So you realize that I'm going to change so that we can see the entire page. So we have these zooming buttons. This is for zooming in, and then we have zoom out to shrink it down. Okay, you can play from the beginning.
Hello, you're listening to Nkumba FM 87.7. Don't you touch your dial. For music, entertainment, and the rest, don't you touch your dial. Keep listening to Nkumba FM.
Okay, so we are back to this point. Okay, in the left hand section we have the file. We have different tabs. We have the file. All your files will be listed in that panel. Then we have the effects. All the effects that you might need to change the feeling of your recording will always be in that section. Then we have this other section, the favorite. Favorites may be needing to change the pitch, and always what you usually need or usually use in this in your production will always be in that list. So let us go back to the files to see the files we had. So it's kind of hidden. Okay, it's there. Okay. I need close note. We don't need that at the moment. Okay, we have got it back. Then we shall need some music. So you can import music that you might need in this section. You simply right click and then select import. Alternatively, you click file and then select import. Where's import? Okay, not that. Select import file. Has to be import folder. Okay, maybe it's not there. There's import bitmap, but bitmap is an image. We shall not need that. Alternatively, you can double click it to import, to activate the importation panel. In the importation panel, we have different effects that we downloaded before. You can select a particular effect and click play. Maybe we shall have. Okay, maybe we shall have. So you go and select. Okay, maybe that. Okay, it's like a bell. Maybe we shall need that. Click open. So you realize that it has been loaded in our files. Then we shall import music from different locations. We shall select music from partition D on our logical drive D. Then we shall select music. Double click to select. Then maybe we shall need this okay, Caribbean Girls, and we shall need maybe my game, my all. Okay, let me see. Maybe we shall need this Ningom Loge by Nava and Navikowa. Okay, and then we select okay. So I went on selecting one by one, but simply click one, press the control key on your keyboard, and then click the other. It will go on selecting, but once you click the shift key, it will select right from the first one up to the last you selected. Okay, so we click that and select open. So it will load all the files I selected in our file panel. After loading everything, please you can activate the mult track so that you can go on mixing different musics and music files and the file you recorded. So this was our file that we recorded. Can simply drag it to the track 1. This is our track 1, this track 2. So the activated track is always the track that is highlighted. That is the active track at the time. So we have our SIG navigation 6. So you click play.
Hello, you're listening to Nkumba FM 87.7.
Okay, so up to that point, we shall need to zoom out to be clear. It's always advisable that you zoom in, so that you can get clear areas where you want to edit. So I'm shifting this a bit down so that we have a clear view. We don't need this part, so to select it, we have different tools up here. We have the selection tool. It will select a particular point, it will highlight. Then we have the moving tool. Okay, this tool, move copy, so it will move. You activate it and then you move it. It helps you to drag around your file. Then we have this other selection tool. Okay, time selection. Okay, it's also for selecting. Then another tool that will help you to preview whatever you are doing. Okay, you simply click, hold, and then move it.
No, you're listening to Nkumba FM 87.7. Don't your no never snip never see me amuk nusninisilo yola.
Okay, it sounds as if it is Japanese, but it was English. Okay, it was in reverse. So I'm selecting that point. From that point up to the beginning, this is dead sound because I wasn't speaking at that moment. So I'm selecting it and I'm simply pressing the delete key on your keyboard to delete out that particular part. So click again to deactivate the selection, and then I'm clicking the selection tool to move my file to the beginning. Okay,
hello, you're listening to Nkumba FM.
Prompt. Okay, there we are. So we shall have that part. We need this part right from the beginning up to there. So it is going to play only that part, selected part. So play.
Hello, you're listening to Nkumba FM 87.7.
Okay, that part. So maybe you can copy it. Right click and select copy. So I'm selecting this and I'm moving it down. And then on this track, I'm selecting, right clicking again and select paste. So we have that part selected. I'm muting this part, the original track. I'm muting it, so it's on this active track that I'm muting, so it turns to gray. Okay, to deactivate this other part, the selection tool that we selected, please select that selection tool again and click anywhere. It will activate the SIG at that point you've clicked. So click there and then click.
Hello, you're listening to Nkumba FM 87.
Okay, so the art we are going to do is it's going to say hello, you're listening to, then we have some music playing. So
hello, you're listening to
up to there. So to be keen where you're going to stop
hello,
or you're going to cut, please always you have to zoom in so that you can be
hello, you're listening.
So you're listening in there. So to chop this, to separate this track, zone out, separate it, please select this tool and then select a small bit of it and then delete. It will create a free space to kind of delete that part. Okay, so we have two different tracks. Okay, split together. But however, you can simply click at the end, move your mouse to the end, and then you can regain back this other part. It will still regain it back. Even this can still regain it back. Okay, so I'm undoing, Control Z, Control Z, okay, Control Z, okay, I'm moving it again so that we have this.
Hello, you're listening.
Okay, we have that word too that was missing on our track, so let's gain it back.
You're listening to.
Okay, two.
You're listening to.
Okay, we have that. So I'm going to be mixing music now. I'm muting it again and unmuting this so that we can have Nava coming before. So it says that, click OK, whatever, and ensure that it is still 44,100. Click OK. To maintain the voice of Nava. Otherwise, when you click the other parts, it will kind of distort her voice. So we shall have this part. So there is some music playing starting from that point. So we might need it. So simply selecting that other part, delete it out, and then moving this side. So it will start like
Hello, you're listening.
Okay, that side, moving it there. Okay, so we shall have Nava's voice lowered down. So to do that, we shall need to have we shall need some it's like an equalizer. So to activate it, it's this button here. Click it once and it will activate your equalizer. Please ensure that you power it on and click that. It will bring the equalizer, all the effects of that particular. So you it's best that you can lower it, or alternatively you can lower the volume of this track. This is the volume here, so I'm lowering it a little so that it begins like that.
Hello, you're listening to.
Okay, so have that.
Hello, you're listening to.
So we shall freeze, we shall kind of fuse two different songs. I'm selecting that part, delete it out, go back, and then select that. I'm moving it, so I'm selecting this other part. You realize whenever I click at a particular track, it has 4 points. The top points are for volume, then this is for pan, the lower, then this other one, the gray, it's for fading in or out. I'm going to be utilizing these points, fusing it with Caribbean, dragging it to this point. I'm simply moving, my selection tool is still active. I'm fusing it so it creates an X, meaning it has been fused together. So I'm selecting that.
Hello, you're listening to.
Okay,
Tunkumba FM 87.7.
Okay, so maybe we shall select this other part, delete it out, and all we need is to delete out this part, nothing this. So I don't want this silent, it's kind of silent, so it's refusing to delete because the selection is still active. So I need to deactivate it by simply clicking at any point using this selection tool. So now I can select it and delete it out. Okay, so I'm fusing this. Maybe let's start with this. Let's start with Method Do.
0.7. listening to
Okay, so maybe cancel it. Can we gain this back?
Nkumba FM 87
And then
Nkumba FM
FM.
Nkumba FM.
Okay, and then we shall have some other effect. I think this was it. Okay. So editing needs some patience. Means that you need to be patient and create something that you're really interested in or meant to do. So we have this part selected.
Hello, you're listening to Nkumba FM.
Okay, so there we shall break. Okay, select anywhere and then select this part, delete it out. We shall have another song. Maybe my game. There it is. Then try to fuse this.
Hello, you're listening to Nkumba FM.
Okay, that's the way it is. So you can have this other part brought back.
To Nkumba FM 87.7.
Okay, just that.
To Nkumba FM 87.7.
Okay, so I think we are going to cut it from there. Okay, so the rest of the tracks we might not actually need them now. We want to cut this this for you to have some basics of editing. So we have this is the main fine work. We're zooming it out, so we shall cut this out too because we don't want it to be part of our work. Okay, so this is our final output. Simple.
Hello, you're listening to Nkumba FM. To Nkumba FM 87.7.
Okay, so there is a repetition.
Nkumba FM 87.
So we have that.
Hello, you're listening to Nkumba FM. Nkumba FM 87.
We want to start from 87.
Nkumba FM 87.
So up to that part.
87 point.
So the rest of the previous part goes. So we'll shift it up to that part so that we have something like this.
Hello, you're listening to Nkumba FM 87.7.
Don't you go away, that part is missing. So we can bring back our track and we look at that part.
Touch your dial. For music, entertainment and the rest, don't you touch your dial. Keep listening to Nkumba FM.
So shall copy that, Ctrl C or simply copy, and we shall ship it in and we paste it so it's there. Not too much.
Nkumba FM 87.7. Keep listening to Nkumba FM.
So we shall have that.
Hello, you're listening to Nkumba FM 87.7. Don't you touch your dial. Don't you touch your dial.
Okay, we shall have this last bit of it. Ctrl C to copy, and then we paste it. Paste. The rest will go there.
Hello, you're listening to Nkumba FM 87.7. Keep listening to Nkumba FM. Don't you touch your dial.
So this music needs to be prolonged there, and then now we need to fade out. Okay, to fade out, that path point, simply drag this gray and it fades out like that. So let's listen to this final bit of it.
Hello, you're listening to Nkumba FM 87.7. Keep listening to Nkumba FM. Don't you touch your dial.
Okay, maybe we can add some effect here. Okay, I'm going to change this pitch. The entire actually I'm going to switch back to the main because the main has all this. So I'm changing the voice of the main. This is the main. So I've simply went back to the main voice I recorded, and it will bring back the main, all the voice that I recorded. Double click it to select it. You can change its volume slightly higher, move it slightly to the right to increase its volume, or to the left to decrease its volume. You can also add effects, changing its pitch so that you have a deep voice of some guy. Okay, we go to pitch shifter. Okay, then let's preview it first.
Hello, you're listening to Nkumba FM. Hello, you're listening.
You realize that my voice has now changed to that guy's voice. So I'm deepening it again.
Hello, you're listening to Nkumba FM. 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 Hello, you're listening.
Okay, so can I have a kid's voice?
Hello, you're listening to Nkumba FM.
Okay.
Hello, you're listening. Hello, you're listening.
Let me just take it back to normal, my voice, and I will be using.
Hello, you're listening to Nkumba
Okay.
FM. Hello, you.
Okay, I'm just going to cancel that, and I'm going to activate the entire track one. Track one, go to its equalizer, and then I'll start to play around with the deepening and putting some stereos. Okay, then I can play back. Okay, let me just place that.
Hello, you're listening.
So let's put some bass.
Hello, you're listening to Nkumba FM.
Okay, some stereo.
Hello, you're listening to Nkumba FM 87.7. Keep listening to Nkumba FM. Don't you touch your dial. Hello, you're listening to Nkumba FM 87.7. Keep listening to Nkumba FM. Don't you touch your dial. Hello, you're listening to Nkumba FM 87.7. Keep listening to Nkumba FM. Don't you touch your dial.
Okay, so we have that part, and I would love to activate to have the final piece done. So I will go to the master. Can you go to the master? The master controls all the tracks. So you can go back to the master, and then I'm moving it slightly up. Okay, master is there. That I can activate its. The reason why I'm activating its equalizer is to bond the two tracks, the main track of the voice and then the back track, to bond them as if it's one song or one track.
Hello, you're listening to Nkumba FM 87.7. Keep listening to Nkumba FM. Don't you touch your dial.
Okay, it sounds now quite clear, as if we are really in the same studio with the people who are playing that music.
Hello, you're listening to Nkumba FM 87.7. Keep listening to Nkumba FM. Don't you touch your dial.
Okay, thanks for being with around, and we have come to the final part of our file. Now the last bit is to export our file. So you simply select to enclose. Okay, select this selection tool and enclose all your files you want to export. Okay, whatever, once you click there, this part will not be exported, so you ensure that you enclose it. Okay, so our final bit of our track will take
dial.
Okay, up to that point. This time it will take 0 minutes, but it will take 9 seconds and 965 microseconds. Okay, so I think that's quite a good good timing for the jingle. Okay, so file, select the tracks, you go to file and then you go to export, and finally don't move down or up, but you simply move horizontally and go to audio mix down, click that and locate where you want to export your files to. I'm selecting my files, and I want them to be on D. So selecting computer, select D, and my file, I just want it. Okay, let me put it on the desktop direct. I go direct back, and select desktop. Desktop is on my computer. Let me try to find the direct route to desktop. Okay, it's not among these. It's not among those. Okay. Maybe for learners, let me just select this D. But if you don't have D, you can select my desktop or my documents. Okay, otherwise if I went through them, it will give you hard time to locate it. Okay, so direct on D, that's where I'm storing my file. So I'm giving it a name, and it says you listener. And the file type, you can select it to be a WAV file, or you can select it to be document MP3 or WAV. Depends what you want, but I'm leaving it to MP3. After that, the rest you can leave as they are, and then click save. It compiles and it's now one track, so it starts from there.
Hello, you're listening to Nkumba FM 87.7. Keep listening to Nkumba FM. Don't you touch your dial.
Okay, so that's the track. So when I'm to locate it, file, and then select computer on D, double click. MP3s, I think it's kind of hidden. MP3, so we shall have this. So double click it to listen to it. So Media Monkey opens it.
Hello, you're listening to Nkumba FM 87.7. Keep listening to Nkumba FM. Don't you touch your dial.
Okay, so suppose it's finished like that. So how do we attach it to a panel, a palette? So I'm double clicking this to open the palette. These are some of the jingles we did earlier on. Okay, you can have that.
Bingi byogeddwa, bingi biwuliddwa, naye waliwo bye tutagenda kubuusa maaso. Jjukira bino.
Okay, something like that. So we are attaching our previously done file to this button. So you right click at it and select that assign jingle. Then locate where that jingle is. It was on D, and direct on the root of D. So we shall have our files there. Click at it and then click open. So click at it.
Hello, you're listening to Nkumba FM 87.7. Keep listening to Nkumba FM. Don't you touch your dial. FM 87.7. Keep listening to Nkumba FM. Don't you touch your dial.
Okay. Hope you've liked my tutorial and you've learned something new. I hope you can practice. Have fun. Thank you.